American football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Saints and the Hawks, and it's coming up next.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Coming up, we've got an ultra-important divisional round matchup in the NFC, as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Seattle Seahawks. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
One of two spots in the NFC title game awaits the winner here as we're underway in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. And here come the Saints for their opening drive. And a glance here at their shifty mobile signal caller.
And what a great game that was to watch last week, because he put on a show in the wild card round with 5 touchdown passes. So if you ever want to see what a hot quarterback looks like, watch that tape. Let's see if that same hot quarterback shows up in this one.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Nick Bosa able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They'll motion the tight end across the formation. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and it'll be Seahawk football 1st and 10. So out. Now they'll run. It's Ken Walker. And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking right sideline. That's complete. Walker now on 1st and 10. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
He'll look to throw. He finds his man. Complete. That's Jenkins. Well, that's good for a 1st down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 24-yard line.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Throwing left sideline complete. It's Jenkins. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. 7-0 game. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now
out.
they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
And this will wind up a Saints first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line. They'll keep it on the ground. Clearing. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Off play action. Colvin. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Off the play fake. Colvin. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That's good for 28 yards. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
So it looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
They'll try the left side. Clearing. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent game.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Saints are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Back to throw. Colvin toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
They'll try to run this one in, and he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Saints are an extra point away from drawing level. Well, solid blocking up front from the guys on the offensive line allowed him to get in for the touchdown. They go play action here on first down. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. They'll look to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 3. On play action, they'll throw. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. He'll drop to throw. Looking left sideline, it's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 41-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
He'll try again with the arm here on second down. In trouble, and he's taken down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hands a lot quicker. Like what I see so far out of this defense. They've been coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the short touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll begin again here on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. They work now on 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. Colvin. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Now a handoff up the middle. Cleary. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 51 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Right back to him on first down. And he'll be taken down after a short gain as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Harper. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things...
Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. 41 yards. And the Saints go up by 2 touchdowns. And there they got him the ball. Just get it to him, let him do the rest.
You know, he probably said that to his quarterback as he broke the huddle. I like the play call. Just get it to me. I'll take care of the rest of it.
Helping out his rack, right? R-A-C?
Run after catch. And he loves that, and he's going to carry that in at contract time.
Third quarter begins with a run by Walker. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. As it complete to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And he slips up. And they'll get him down up past the 15. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First play of the drive. Excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. Up the middle they go. Cleary. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And it's fielded at the 34. So a change of possession here on the punt. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Looking to throw. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. They'll run on 1st down. Cleary, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Sometimes I forget how much information he has to go through before the ball's even snapped, but what a diagnosis right there. Saw the play, shot through the gap like a rocket, and ends up spilling it for a loss.
And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed. The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
And this is right down the middle as he puts it through, and the lead grows to 14. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI.
Defense.
Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A great effort with his second touchdown of the night. And the Seahawks have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Point after, right down the middle. And now... Oh, good move at the 10. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. Back to throw. Colvin. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit and it forced an incompletion.
And he's brought down short by a yard. It's a 3rd down gain of 4. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So that's, CD, an important one here in the fourth quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All.
Second and 5. Smith and Jigba with a grab. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
And the Seahawks, first down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Throw out wide to Walker. 20! And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 5-yard line.
Back to throw again. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks are back within a score. Well, time to let those folks know who are tuning in looking for the late local news. We may be a moment because we've got a game again.
And, partner, except for those on the West Coast where it'll be seen in its regular time, right? That's the way it works, doesn't it? But how about that? Big-time drive right there. If they're going to have any chance, they needed a touchdown there, and they went right down the field and worked their way into the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. Things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. 72 yards rushing for him now to this point. Now 2nd and 3. They'll keep it on the ground. Cleary trying to run inside, but nothing there. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. On first down, Cleary. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on, because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And this defense not ready for that one, as he'll take this down inside the 25. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1.
Let's go now.
Now a handoff up the middle. Cleary. And he will have a Saints first down. It has been a struggle, but it's looking like that'll be the one to seal a victory for him. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. They go down to a knee, and with that, they're off to the NFC title game. So they file for the exits here in silence. And what a job to come in on the road, divisional round of the playoffs, and you get to end it by going down to a knee.
Now their confidence has to be at an extreme high. That's 2 weeks in a row they've gone on the road and gotten it done. They don't care where they go. From here on out, they think they can beat anyone.
And the Saints season will march on as we say thanks for watching and so long. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Seattle.